Welcome, everyone, to episode 24 of the Unintentional Journeyman. We have nothing but good news. Take a look at the table. There we are at the top. Our run of good form has continued. We are in a happy place right now. If we look at our results over the time, the last match we saw, the match of the month in episode 23, was the pool match where we won 2-1. We then went on to the FA Cup second qualifying round where we demolished Brentwood 6-1. We had, I think, outshot them here 32-2. They were in the league below us here, so that is to be expected, but not quite that level. It was just an absolute butchering. We then lost to Maidstone in the Vanarama South League, but despite losing 2-1, we did outshoot them 19-10, so by a 2-1 ratio. They just were clinical, and we were sloppy with our chances. So it wasn't like we were playing poorly, we just couldn't finish. Other than that, that was the only blemish since we've last had an episode of the month. We went on to win the next 4 matches, beating Merthyr 4-1 in the Vanarama Regional in the South League, Dorchester in the third qualifying round of the FA Cup, then 5th place Bath, we were in 4th place, they were in 5th place. Thought it was going to be a really good match. We had identical records, and we outshot them 20-3. Another convincing 2-0 win. And then our last match was against Truro, who sits towards the bottom end of the table. We outshot them 23-6, and we won 3-0. It's been convincing. Matt Lambias has been a scoring machine. The whole team is clicking. Everything's working. It's just been a really good time. We did get the Manager of the Month award for September. And, of course, now we're sitting in first place, just hoping we can keep the magic going. For today's match, what I thought I would look into for our match of the month would be the Yeovil match in the FA Cup fourth qualifying round. We haven't had a cup match as a match of the month yet, and Yeovil sits in the National League, the league above us. However, they're in 24th place, dead last, and I believe they've lost their last 5 matches in a row. So I thought this would be an interesting match for us, and I'm going to go for it. Chips are in the table. We're playing the best team that we can put on the field at this point in time, and I think it could be an interesting match. So we'll go right to that. I did want to show, before we take a look at our tactics, we've had a couple of signings. One, I think, might have come in towards the end of the last episode. Matt Robinson. Both central midfielders. Looks like he is a cut above what we've got, a little bit towards the older end, but I just signed him for the rest of this year. I think he can help give us a little bit more depth at central midfield. Then shortly after I signed him, this guy Jack Evans came on trial, who is better than anyone we've got. 23 years old, very good kind of a defensive slanted midfielder, central midfielder. Look at the mentals, 18, 11, 19 on the key central midfielder mental attributes. Physical attributes look really good across the board. The only thing he can't really do is dribble and cross and finish and things like that. But for a central midfielder, especially on the defensive end, I'm thinking that's not such a big deal. Determination, 15. Work rate, 18. Teamwork, 15. Marking, 9. Tackling, 13. It's just, everything's really good. The thing I wonder is that he played for Hemel Hempstead last year. Only played 8 matches and got a 6.76 rating, so I'm not quite sure why he didn't perform better. But he doesn't seem, if we look at the coaching summary here, it doesn't really seem like he's got any horrible attributes. I don't get why they can say he has fairly poor intelligence on the football pitch, because to me it looks like his attributes here are really good. I mean, decisions and concentration, composure aren't the best, but they're still 8.87, which is good. Maybe that's kind of his weakest point, is that lower intelligence, and he does struggle with dribbling, but other than that, looks to be a really strong player. So he's still not match shaped, still working him into condition. But with that in mind, it's been a great month, and let's jump right into our match of the month. We're still using our 4-2-3-1 tactic. We'll go through the lineup. A couple of notable players to talk about. We have, again, a lot of Bs playing. Barden, Bailey, Bassett, Balogun, Breach, Brunt, and I could put a couple more out there if I wanted to. So we could be a team that only feels the letter B. But Barden playing a goal, he's played well. We have 2 full lines almost of defenders, and I tend to swap them out. Catton swaps out with Manuel, who is not in the lineup at all today. Bassett and Bailey now swapping out with Garrido, who has taken over Haynes' place. and then Bauer, who won't be playing today. Balogun swapping out with Rhodes. So we've been able to just swap out our defenders and keep them really fresh. And so that, I think, is helping, and everybody seems to do fine. So likewise, we have kind of a group of about 4 or 5 midfielders that we can kind of cycle through for these roles. Ningessen and Martin have been swapping at this defensive midfielder role. And Ningessen, he doesn't have the greatest attributes, only 2 stars. They tell me he's surplus to requirements. But look at this rating, 7.4 run rating, 2 goals, 4 assists, and 6 appearances. He's just been, outside of the 2 matches early in the season when he got the red cards for double yellows in almost consecutive matches, it's been hard to put him down on the bench here with the 7.41 rating in league play. So he's done well. Breach and Brunt are 2 midfielders in on loan. They've been outstanding. Unfortunately, I only have them till the middle of the year, so I've got my fingers crossed that we can extend them for the year, because both of these players have just really shored up our midfield. Breach, 2 goals in 10 appearances with a 7.09 rating. He's been a force kind of playing this Mazzala role because he kind of drifts out here on this left side. It's worked really well. Brunt has played better than Murray, our 2-year signing. He's been just amazing. Every time he comes on, he's got a goal now as well, 3 assists, 2 player of the matches, and a 7.16 rating. Just has a big impact on the play. Asamuga playing out on the right-hand side. He's been alternating with both Elliott and then Yaboa, who is not in the match tonight. So we're kind of running through 3 players on the right wing. Elliott, who's on the bench right now, has been interesting. I signed another outside midfielder, and Elliott got all bent out of shape, saying I've signed someone to take over his position. So he, right now, if we look at his overall happiness level, he is just devastated. He won't talk to me. He's all upset. Like, dude, get over it. I may actually just dump him. I'm kind of wondering if anybody has thoughts. I'd be interested here. He has good physicals, but his determination is 6. He's got the best crossing and best dribbling. He's played well, 7.03 ratings, but we're pretty strong on the right-hand side now, so it's not like we'd really miss him. And this determination of 6 makes me think that between these kind of mental problems that he's having with somebody else signed at his own position, even though he's got 5-star potential ability, I'm just thinking he's not worth it, and we should just get rid of him rather than risking kind of club happiness. But I'm kind of on the bench about that. I'm not really sure what we're on the fence about that. Not really sure what we're doing. Kelly has played out at left forward still, doing pretty well. He's got 5 goals now in 12 appearances, a 7.08 rating. But the big story has been Matt Lambias, who already has 9 goals. If we look at his season stat, 9 goals in 11 appearances, 7.35 rating, 2 player of the matches, and he's picked up an assist as well. Just been a goal machine for us up there. So the offense is clicking, the defense is clicking. If we look at the offense, we have, I think, the 4th highest goals for, and then goals against, we sit 3rd with 12. So I had no complaints. Everything's been going well. So with that in mind, let's jump right into today's match and check out this match against Yeovil. This will be a stretch for us, playing a team above us here, but I'm hopeful that we can, here's their form, woeful. So they have lost their last 5 matches. We're on a 4-match win streak, and they are predicted to be the favorite, interestingly enough, even though we're playing at home. I suppose that makes sense because they are in the league above us, but I'm going to we've got a deep roster now, so I'm just saying we're going to try to win it all. We're going to try to win every game we can play. And I think this is all set with our subs and everything. Let's submit the team and get this started. We've been playing that same 4-2-3-1 formation, starting out balanced and then generally shifting positive as things tend to be going our way. Let's take a look at the dressing room, set opposition instructions. An interesting formation. I am just going to have everybody press Edwards and Brown at the wingbacks. Let's ask our assistant first. Then we'll press Edwards and Brown outside. I don't think this is not a common formation that we've seen, but I'm going to guess these wingbacks are going to push up and try to cross it in, and so I like to mark them tight. It seems to have helped things here. The players are in high spirits and immediately focus on what you have to say. We should not be winning this one comfortably, that's for sure here. Come on, lads, show me what you can do to keep our run going. Sure, let's do that. And then, our handy-dandy, I think there's a lot more to come from you. Generally makes everybody happy. A couple players not all that excited about it. But with that in mind, let's kick off and see what we've got here. Forgot to check the weather. but looks kind of dark and gloomy here. We are in the red and black, Yeovil in the green and white. Got a quick highlight here. Brunt inside to Ningessen, who pauses. Bassett seem to be taking our time here. I guess this is balanced, maybe. I like Asamuga on the right-hand side. He makes some strong runs down the right-hand side there. He got wiped out on that one for sure, but it doesn't seem to deter him. He just comes back right at it, and about half the time he seems to penetrate real nice in there too. Our passing also has been pretty good. Brunt into Breach. He might shoot from here. Ooh. Usually has a better shot. He's had a couple of boomers. Both Breach and Brunt have had some real good long shots, despite the fact that I don't think they have the best long-term ratings here. So I'm kind of watching now. We've got 61% possession, about 11 minutes in. I'm going to tip us a little bit positive is generally what I've been doing to see if we have more possession after about 10-15 minutes or so. Try to get a little bit more on the front foot, and that seems to help us generate more shots. We've got 2 shots, and they have yet to get a shot. We're 20 minutes in, although this has been a rather quiet game so far. Ooh, free kick. Ooh, Barden with the nice save. Blocked in front. That was close. Brilliant save, and then a defender, kind of a flurry of activity in front of the net, but the subsequent rebounded shot was blocked as well. This could be a pretty even match, considering they're in the league above us, but having lost 5 in a row. We don't seem to be generating much in the way of offense now. Is this a throw deep in our end? Hopefully this isn't a problem. We have had some long balls over the top, too, that can Lambias can run onto. And unlike last year, wow, he's way over on the left here. Unlike last year, Lambias seems to be able to score some of those. There it is! Oh, Kelly coming in with the header. I thought he had it. Ooh, this is a dangerous spot. Yes, quite dangerous indeed. Down 1-0 on that free kick. We have been down in our winning run here. Wow. Just right over the wall into that right side. I think the goalkeeper wasn't in the right place for that one. But nevertheless, down 1-0. We have been down a number of times in this run and been able to come back and either tie and win. Oof. I don't think that was intended, but it did kind of threaten there. Okay, get the rebound. Nice. Our midfielders seem to be really good. Last year, I think I remember talking about how all the time... Patience. I don't know what that was. Last year, it seemed like all the time, whenever the ball would pop loose, the other team would be the first one to it. But this year, it seems like we're actually kind of picking up more of the... Oh, this is a dangerous spot. Bouncing off one of our defenders for a corner here. I will close someone down. Barden picks up that with ease. Love to see us tie before the half here. This has been pretty even. I mean, we do have an edge in shots here. It's that one free kick has been the difference so far. Looks like we're going to go into halftime down by 1. Performance was disappointing. Not really. Rather encourage him. Should I really put the pressure on? Expect to see a much better showing in the second half? Yeah, let's do it. It didn't really work, did it? But I'm looking for you to make the difference for us. I know you're capable. That seems to make a difference. Now we should be ready to walk through walls. Yes, we've got our wall walkers ready here. Okay, second half, let's go. I do have some tools to bring in from the bench. We have a forward on the bench. He's a target man. Frustrating loss of the ball there. Ken Keane, who every time I put him in, he scores a goal right away. He's just been amazing for us as a target man, and I might bring him in. Oh, pick that up. Lambias in front. Jump on it. He can hit that. Oh. Okay. I'd like to win this. We should be able to win this. We're better than them. And that's a far corner. We also have had a few set pieces that have worked for us for goals. Fades into nothing. At 60 minutes, I'll start to look for our subs. Here we go, another one. Far post. Lambia bounces loose. Bailey picks it up. That can't be the only highlight there. Bailey, where are you going? Game's this way. There you go. Good boy. And Gesson comes in. He's going to shoot. No. Interesting. Catton, forward. Can we pick it up? Oh, that's a... Oh, so close. We've had some good chances. Some good shots from inside the 6. Oh, this is Nangessen's dangerous spot. Oh, we are all over this. Come on, boys. Wait. I got it. This will work. Shouts. Demand more. Ha ha ha. That'll work. They're all focused now. We just need that extra bit of focus to put it in the goal. Come on, get us a highlight. Get us a highlight. Your eyes are all focused. Get us a highlight. No, nothing. Okay. What could we do here? Who has not... Kelly not playing well on the left-hand side. Balogun not playing well at left back. There's nothing I can really do about that, nor do I really want to. Defensively, we seem to be doing okay here. I don't want to switch out Lambias. Elliott, unhappy Elliott. I'm not going to bring in unhappy Elliott yet. Murray maybe at central midfield. You know, I'm just going to leave it the way it is right now. Sorry for the inaction, but I think until 70 minutes we're going to be okay. Then I'll bring in reinforcements. We're out shooting them 12-6. I feel like we're playing well enough to be in this game, at least tied. 70 minutes. Okay, let's go. Whoop, pause, calm down. Let's go attacking. Let's go to our tactics. We do need to make some subs here now. Callaghan has not played much. He's a good outside wing here with good crossing ability. I just haven't played him much yet. I'm thinking this might be the time for his debut. Kelly is not having the greatest day out there on the left, and Callaghan could come in with fresh legs. So let's try that. Brunt has not played exceptionally well either. Let's bring in Murray. Let's make him support. Let's make Murray attacking midfielder. Advanced playmaker support. I think we're okay. Let's try him on attack. And then let's flip-flop him. Let's make Breach, the Mazzala in support, and Nangessen, ball-winning midfielder and defend. I like when this person attacks to have the Mazzala fill that role behind him. I'm not sure if that's exactly what happens in the pitch, but I think that is a good idea. And then that will give us enough to work with for a little bit here. Let's see if we can get something going. We're going attacking now. Oh, come on. We just want to tie this up. If we can tie it up, I think if we tie it up, we force a second round. They're tireder than us, too. I don't like it unless we steal this. Ooh, these crosses from down in here are dangerous. I'm always predicting their goals. God, that's frustrating. We've been the better team. Well, except they're winning. We've been the better team. Gosh, two guys out there, too. Oh, what a nice header, though. Just squeezed it in between the goaltender and the post. Well, then, that does change things. Anything I can do tactically? I think let's do counter press. Anything here? Tighter marking, a little more urgent. Let's go hyper. Get stuck in. All these kinds of good things. Attacking. Shoot on sight. Hit early crosses. Should we try that? Let's hit early crosses. That's enough stuff. I probably can't understand more than one at a time anyway at this level, so probably completely overwhelmed them. I do think with them all anxious, we should also demand more. That tends to focus them. There we go. They're all focused. It's funny how they work this year. But 85 minutes in. We're running out of time here. My goodness. Should I give Robinson... Oh, this is our midfielder, Robinson. Should I give him his debut here? Should I try Keane? Every time I throw Keane in, he scores. And Lambias hasn't had a good game. Let's try it. Let's put Keane in as target man. I put him in as target man support, and then it seems to just all work out for whatever reason. Down by 2. I think our FA Cup run is ending here, unless we can kind of pull out some last-minute heroics here. Just doesn't seem like it's going to happen. Can we go very attacking? Everybody into the pool. I think it is over. God, I thought we could beat this team. And we had such a promising match to us. 17 shots to 9. just again, we just weren't clinical in front. They were better in front than we were. The minute to go, there's no way, is there? Ah, bummer. I was hoping we could knock this off. I was hoping for a deep cup run in order to be able to pick up some more money, but it is not to be. And we go down today in the FA Cup, so we are eliminated from that. Performance was disappointing, and we should let the team know that. Oof, 6.2. Who got that? Balogun. He was terrible at left back today. Even our center back. They weren't that bad, were they? We only gave up 2 goals. Wasn't horrible. We were not good enough today. That was the sort of match we should be winning. I don't know about that. Give it to the assistant. I hesitate to do this, but let's give it to the assistant. We're not good at those sort of match we should be winning. Yeah, let's end the team talk. Well, the idea of kind of upsetting a Vanarama National League team in the FA Cup would have been a nice dream, but it just was not to be. That will not, of course, affect our standings here. What does it say? Cool finishing, Yeovil, prevent upset. Yeah. Hampton and Richmond were unable to capitalize on their dominance. We did. We had so many good chances. We just couldn't squeeze it into the net. We do seem to have games like that. That was very similar to the other game that we lost 2-0 when we kind of outshot the team 2-1. We just weren't clinical enough in front of the goal. But, you know, with the players we've got at this level, I feel like that's just going to probably happen until we move up, perhaps, or get better players. So, well, there you go. We are out of the FA Cup in the 4th qualifying round. That does meet expectations for us, and that is, you know, all things considered, it is what it is. We'll come on and we'll continue to play. And looking forward, as we go forward, we'll have 3 more matches, and then things start to slow down for us. Only 3 matches in November, and I think now that we're out of the FA Cup, we do have a week break in there in the middle of November, so I'll probably bring in a friendly there to keep two to keep everybody fresh. I will come back. That was our October match of the month. I'll come back for one of... Hemel Hempstead is where we'll come back, because they, I think, are in 3rd place and have been in 1st place until recently, so that should be a big match. So I'll play these 5 and come back for Hemel Hempstead. It'll be a Thanksgiving, end of November type of match. And with that in mind, thank you so much for coming by and watching. If you've enjoyed it, please click on the like button and consider subscribing, and leave a comment if you'd like. Comments are always welcome. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.